Have you watched the President and Prime Minister Harper working together? Have you had a chance to do that? Have you been in the room with them yet?
I haven't been in the room with the two of them. I've been in the room with each of them separately, but I have not been in the room with them together.
Okay. How would you characterize the relationship?
Professional. These are two very smart men. They're serious. They're roll up your sleeves, work hard folks, and I think that they work and talk about serious things that are important to both of them. And I characterize the relationship as something that you'd expect of two G7 leaders, running very large economies that are neighbors that have relationships and things that they're working on around the world.
Okay. Alan Gottlieb, former Canadian ambassador to Washington under 3 prime ministers, said that you don't get a lot of progress on the big files, on the complex files, if there isn't a relationship of trust and confidence between the two heads of government. How are they doing?
Well, I wouldn't characterize there's a lack of trust and confidence. I mean, I just don't think these two gentlemen are the guys that are the ones that people want to see, this just wonderful, embracing, affable, hugging kind of relationship. And I'm not sure that either of these two guys, that's their DNA. And so I think that the way they're reacting and acting together is totally in line with their personalities and what they're doing. I mean, I think one would say is if actually the people were behaving so significantly different with all the other leaders around the world, and then you'd say, oh my gosh, the prime minister is so much closer to all these other relationships, or the president, and then I'd say, well, let's talk through that. But I actually think that they're behaving appropriately, and I do think they trust each other. There's a strong degree of trust in their relationship because they're working on difficult and challenging issues globally and bilaterally. So I wouldn't diminish that trust.
Okay.